A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, August 22nd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The Beacon City Council has unanimously voted to opt into good cause eviction protections, becoming the fifth city to adopt tenant protections following passage of state authorization legislation. Beacon now joins the cities of Kingston, Poughkeepsie, Albany, and Ithaca, and closes the LLC loophole by narrowing the real estate portfolio exemption to one rental unit, preventing predatory landlords from evading law by hiding their portfolios behind anonymous limited liability corporations. Beacon City Councilwoman Molly Rhodes says their law is crafted to serve Beacon residents.
The more tenants that can be protected by this, the better. I think, while I certainly appreciate the argument that's been made or the concern that this is not as strong as lots of the individual versions that were passed 2 years ago, I think one of the things that's good about it is that it does provide some structured variation depending on what's applicable to a community.
Beacon also raised the high rent exemption threshold to 345% of fair market rent. The Newburgh City Council is poised in the next several weeks to adopt similar resolution. Orange County Democratic Party Chairman Zach Constantine is one of the youngest delegates to attend the National Democratic Convention in Chicago this week, and he says it's an energizing experience. The entire week has been one of hope and positivity, unlike the recently held Republican convention. Constantine says
the Republican convention was a convention of just misery, grievances, complaints, and that's what the entire Trump era has really been. It's what's exhausted people so much. He talks so much about himself and what he's faced and what about what Americans have faced, what New Yorkers and residents of the Hudson Valley are dealing with. We need to bring hope, positivity, and progress back into our politics, and I think now we have a very clear roadmap on how we're going to do that.
This is day number 4, the last day of the Democratic Convention, with presidential nominee Vice President Kamala Harris delivering the keynote address. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The recently approved Dutchess County Legislature Republican majority to move forward with a plan for a homeless shelter at 26 Oakley Street in Poughkeepsie has drawn the criticism from the city's Poughkeepsie Common Council and residents of the 5th Ward where the shelter will be located. On Tuesday night, Common Council voted to retain a law firm to challenge the county's decision. Following last week's vote by the legislature to spend more than $1 million on a firm to design the shelter, Dutchess executive Sue Serino told Mid-Hudson News she had an alternative solution for 26 Oakley that would placate all involved parties, but declined to disclose the plan. Poughkeepsie Mayor Yvonne Flowers yesterday disclosed Serino's plan in the discussion stages. It would convert 26 Oakley into a shelter for families as opposed to individuals in need of shelter. City of Newburgh and Town of New Windsor police, as well as several state police Troop F special units, executed 5 search warrants on Tuesday, arresting 13 people and seizing 17 firearms. Firearms confiscated included an AK-47, 3 rifles, 2 ghost gun pistols, 1 Smith & Wesson revolver, and 6 semi-automatic handguns. Narcotics included 3/4 kilo of cocaine, 4 ounces of crack cocaine, and 6 ounces of heroin and fentanyl. A 4-car pileup on Route 209 in the town of Wawarsing sent several people to the hospital, complaining of injuries. The accident around 4 p.m. on Monday occurred in the area of 7759 Route 209. The preliminary investigation by the Ulster Sheriff's Office revealed that a 2005 Subaru, driven by a 60-year-old Sundown woman, was traveling on Route 209 when it crossed over pavement markings in a no-passing zone into the oncoming lane of travel and struck a 2008 Ford driven by a 35-year-old Wurtsboro woman traveling southbound. The force of the crash caused the Ford to continue southbound and strike a 2020 Hyundai going northbound, driven by a 60-year-old Grahamsville man, while the 2005 Subaru continued northbound, striking a 2008 Hyundai driven by a 20-year-old Ellenville man. The sheriff's office was assisted by the State Police, Napanock Fire Department, Ellenville Rescue, Kerhonkson Accord Fire Aid Squad, and Hatsola. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.